I'm pleased to introduce Gilbert Burns. Gilbert, welcome to ESPN Las Vegas. I've got to ask you, UFC 299 in Miami. Last year, you were on the Miami card taking on Jorge Masvidal. How does it feel to be back in that Miami card? Do you like last year? It was an electric crowd. Did you like the experience of fighting in Miami in the Kaseya Center?
For sure, I love it, and I think it's gonna be crazy again. Uh, got a crazy Brazilian community here. It's one of the biggest Brazilian community. I think Brazil's coming big, all Latino, and Miami is gonna be crazy. Got family coming, friends, teammates. Yeah, I'm super excited to be fighting here, and I think it's gonna be more electric than last year.
And you're going to be taking on Jack Della Maddalena. And this is a guy who's rising up the ranks in the welterweight division in the UFC. How do you feel about taking on the new up and comer in the division?
I feel good about it. I think he deserves a guy with a in the top, and it happened to be me. And then every time the UFC asks me to take a tough fight, I'm always going to say yes. And I'm excited. I think he's tough, he's durable, he's young, he's strong, and he's going to be a great fight.
So last year, your 2023, you were going at a breakneck pace, going into the fight with Bilal Muhammad, suffering the injury in that fight. How are you feeling physically? Like the year off, did you need that rest to get back, get right physically and mentally?
Yes, I need it for both, spiritually, mentally, physically. Was great. Uh, 3 fights in 5 months. It sounds even dumb, especially one of them being 5 rounds. So it was crazy. It was crazy, but fortunately, we learn. I gotta learn in the wrong way to respect my body, to respect the process, the like those saying that they have: train, rest, sleep, repeat. It's not training, training, fight, training, fight. So I need that break. I need that rest. Even celebrate. I beat Jorge Masvidal here in Miami. Don't even celebrate. So I learned it. So and now it was good. I had a great time and get a great recovery. Shoulders feeling 100%, body's feeling 100%, physically, spiritually, mentally. I'm super ready. I like the place that I am right now going to this fight.
So talking about this fight, I know that one of the reasons that you were pushing yourself so hard was to get that title shot in the welterweight division. Do
Yes.
you think that with a win here that you put yourself right back into that conversation of you're a number one contender in the welterweight division?
100%. I think, but it's all about the performance. I gotta go out there and put on a pace on this guy, make sure dominate him and then put him out of there on a great fashion. And then if I do it in a spectacular way, yes, then my name is gonna be back in the title contention. And that's what I'm planning to do. I think with a big win, big statement, go there, destroy this guy. Yes, I'm very close. Maybe I need to do a little bit more, but I think it will be very good to put my name on that title shot place again.
You speak about doing more, and someone else who I don't know what more he needs to do, especially after getting the win over you, Bilal Muhammad.
Yeah.
Do you think that he's going to be the next one to get that shot at Leon?
I think he should. I think he deserves. I think he's about time. That last fight was what, December, when Leon fought Kobe, and Leon looks fine. He looks good. I think they should schedule that already. I think they're supposed to be fighting already. So I don't know what's holding on. I know 300 they're not fighting. 301 is in Brazil. They're not fighting in Brazil. But yeah, I hope they get it done soon. This fight needs to happen, and Bilal Muhammad is the next one for the title shot.
You said something that I wanted to ask you about as soon as it happened. That card in December where you had the middleweights, when you had Sean Strickland and Dricus Duplessis, where they, have their brouhaha in the crowd, but it's you and your family that's politely asked, "Hey, could you get out of the way a little bit? Just excuse me." What was that like? And did you? And what were your kids' reaction to? Oh my God, they're fighting right in front of us.
Yeah, they got crazy. Thankfully, nothing crazy happened. No one got hurt. But yeah, it was at the end of the day, it was cool that nothing happened. But they were like, "Oh my god, they fighting!" And then I kind of felt that they're gonna fight. That's why I helped to move my family out of the way. But it was crazy. Kids were like, "Oh my god, they fighting!" I said, "See, that's why I don't like you guys fight too." It was even good to use that as example. See, they look like freaking animals. You guys look like that when you guys fight each other. So that was like what we use. But Yeah, fortunately, nothing happened. These guys, they fought, they squashed everything out, but it's the emotion, fighters so close to each other, that might happen sometimes,
Again, we're talking
unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Again, we're talking to Gilbert Burns here on Cofield and Company on ESPN Las Vegas. Gilbert, UFC 299, Jack Della Maddalena. How do you see this fight coming? Because we know that he's one of those guys where, oh, his boxing is so good in this division. What's been the scout and the game plan coming into taking on such a guy with such a resume?
The game plan is gonna be to fight where I'm best and fight on his weakness. So we're gonna grapple, and that doesn't mean I'm not gonna throw nothing. I'm gonna throw bombs on this guy too. But the key, the goal is to take this guy down and draw him, put him on the deep waters, make sure he feels the levels on this division. He feels my grappling, and that's the goal, to go there and put this guy out within 2 rounds.
Yeah, that's something that I think that is underrated in your game where people forget that you are very accomplished on the ground, especially with your jujitsu. Have you seen anything that maybe you think that a submission might be possible in this fight?
Everything is possible, bro.
Yeah.
I can knock this guy out. Not him, but anyone can knock anyone out, and I can
Mhm.
sub all these guys. And we'll see. We'll see what I have to do to put this guy out. But whatever it takes, that's my goal, to go there and put an amazing performance.
All right, so this card here, people have been saying that, oh man, this card is so stacked. This might even be better than UFC 300. Do you take pride in being a part of a card, especially with you being on the main card? Of people are saying this is definitely going to be the best card of the year.
I think this, for sure, I'm honored to be here, and I do believe it's gonna be a crazy card. I think Sean O'Malley, MVP, Dustin Poirier, me, Pedro Munoz, RDA, Peter Yan, that people, his fight is a little bit under the radar. Song Yedong, Jayuto Almeida. Yeah, he's a stack card, crazy card. When you start getting all the names, yeah, Macy Barber, Chukagian. It's a crazy card. Like, it's a wire card, and we still have Pereira, Michel Pereira, that guy that's gonna give a couple backflips in the middle of the octagon during the fight, not after, not before, during the fight. Yeah, he's a stack card. I'm hope I can watch a couple fights. For sure, I'm gonna be locked in on my fight. But hope I can watch a little bit. Otherwise, Sunday I gotta watch everything back. So we'll see. I think it's gonna be a great card. People are already saying that it might be better than UFC 300. I think it might. We have a crazy card.
Does that happen when you're getting ready for a fight or you're looking at the other fights on the card that as you're warming up, you're like, man, this is a real good fight?
Yeah, yeah, he does. Sometimes I'm warming up and I'm looking, and the coach, hey, focus on you. I say, I'm trying, but that fight is so good. That fight is good. And yeah, I think that's gonna happen again. Hey, focus. Let's go. That's your fight. And I'm watching to the to the TV. So yeah, I think it's gonna happen again.
All right, I do want to ask you about someone else that is on this card, MVP. He's someone that's making his UFC debut in your same division. Are you excited to see what he can do inside of the UFC octagon?
For sure. And I think I think that fight's gonna be a great fight. I like MVP style, guy crazy talks, dance, look to the other side when he's punching, when he's kicking, super fast, great karate. But Kevin Holland's is style too. That's gonna be a great fight for sure. I'm excited. Whoever wins this fight is gonna come up on the ranks, gonna shake up the division a little bit, and I'm super excited for it.
Gilbert Burns, thank you so much for your time today, man. Always a pleasure talking to you.
My pleasure, brother. Have a good one.